Hey everybody, what's going on and welcome to another garden update. This is week 18 and this week we have some awesome news. We were actually out of town for Thanksgiving, but we have some really cool things to show you, especially with the cherry tomato. We'll zoom in and everything and show you guys what's going on. The cherry lettuce, the romaine lettuce, what I meant to say, the romaine lettuce has gotten a lot bigger, which is really cool to see. The spinach has gotten as big as I thought, as I told you guys it was going to get. It's actually getting really close. The cilantro is getting really close to being harvestable as well. The broccoli got a little bit bigger, and the cherry tomatoes I think are the highlight of this video. So I can't wait to show you guys that. I think this will be another quick just update how everything's going. But let's just turn the camera on and I can show you guys how everything is doing. Alrighty, everybody. So here we're starting off with our smallest plant is the broccolis. They're both doing really good. This one is the biggest here, and I think, like I said in the last few weeks, for this broccoli, it's just gonna take some time for this broccoli to grow. It's just I think that's just how it does. I don't actually remember what the packaging said in the back, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna take anywhere between 60 to 90 days. I think it's only been in there for about 30 days, but at least we know it's growing and getting bigger slowly and a little bit at a time. It's just this broccoli is probably going to look a lot like the romaine lettuce that took a long time to fully mature and get bigger. So it'll probably be some time before we see some actual growth. But moving on to our smaller cherry tomato of the three, he got a little bit bigger. He's actually getting a little bit stronger due to this rake. It's actually telling him which way to grow, so it's staying nice and strong in a single way. We don't have any leaves or anything on this one yet. It's going to take some time just to get to that level of maturity, just like the other one. But it is getting taller every day, just like the other one. Like I said, this is the only cherry tomato plant in this bucket, so it's got the whole bucket for itself. I have a feeling this one will be doing really, really good since it doesn't have to share any of the space with another plant. But yeah, it's kind of like the update for that one. Like I mentioned last week, the green onions are kind of just there, just some hairs on top of the surface. They do get bigger every day. We pulled out one and just to try it. But look, like for example, you can look at this one right here. It's got a pretty thick root already towards the top. So I think this one should be one of the ones that'll be ready soon. You have other ones that are kind of like thinner. This one's actually kind of thick as well. They're actually kind of all on the same level right now, which is awesome to see. But for these, we just have to wait because all the work is being done under the ground. So we'll just wait and see for those. Um, Here is one of our fruitful buckets. We got cilantro with spinach on this one. The cilantro is getting ready to be harvestable. Like I said, I think a week ago, I was going to give it another 7 to 10 days. I'm probably going to give it another 3 to 5 before I start looking into getting a handful and cutting it out. Because I think at this point, you can just grab a little bit and cut it out and eat it and use it like that, and that should be good to eat. But I think it might be a little too small, so I'm gonna see how tall I can get it to grow. And you can see some the spinach leaves in here, like this one here. They're kind of hidden by the cilantro because the cilantro got tall. But we'll see more spinaches on the other bucket. Here's another spinach right here, nice big one right here. But yeah, this one's doing really good. And then here's more spinach along with the romaine lettuce. Look at the romaine lettuce. These leaves are getting nice, perky, and tall. It's just going to grow up. I can't wait to be able to harvest that lettuce. And around here is all the spinach. And like I mentioned last week to you guys, the leaves have gotten wider and bigger, just like I expected them to. And it's just, like I said, another 10 to maybe 15 days, and we'll be able to harvest these. Actually, I did mention that last time, so maybe in 3 to 4 days from now, we should be able to harvest some of this stuff. And maybe next week, we can harvest some of the spinach and some of the cilantro. I think that would make a really good video. So stick around for week 19's video, and where I think we're going to pull out some spinach, we're going to pull out some cilantro, and actually try something for the first time in the garden and meet one of our goals, which was to eat and try something from the garden grown in here. So yeah. Next up is our final surprise. It's the cherry tomato. It got even bigger over the Thanksgiving holiday. But this is the biggest surprise that we came to this morning because we got it kind of late yesterday and I haven't seen it till this morning. But if we come in here, where's this branch at? Let me just locate. All right, here. Check it out. I'm going to try to move this back a little. My fingers are. Look at the cherry tomatoes. They're still green, but we have a whole handful of cherry tomatoes. There's, from what I can feel, one, two, three, four, five, five, maybe six cherry tomatoes on this little branch, and there's a couple of them that are already looking like that. But this is one of the more prominent ones that I saw this morning, and I was really excited to show you guys for this garden update. And they're looking really good. We're just at this point, we'll just wait for these to get nice and red, and we'll just pick them off and go from there. As you can see, there's still yellow flowers on some of these other branches, like right here, up here. These will eventually turn into these little green balls that'll eventually turn into little red balls that'll be cherry tomatoes that we can eat. But yeah, as of right now, we're just watering everything and keeping everything nice and hydrated. As of right, actually, in fact, after this video, we will water everything and make sure everything's nice and fresh. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for our week 18 update for the garden. Thank you guys for keeping along so far. This is how a little panoramic view of how everything is doing. Cherry tomatoes, broccoli, lettuce, spinach, and cilantro, and some green onions down there. But overall, everything's doing really good. Thank you guys for sticking with us, and this was the week 18 garden update. Bye.